The Week 1 recap of the Gamers League is brought to you by the film Troy. Not the worst Achilles that you'll see this week, but definitely not the best. Gentlemen, we are here. Week 1 has come and gone, setting the sights for week numero dos. And we have a bunch to get into, and we're going to start off with the Week 1 scores. Starting off with the Golden Goats, starting off 1-0, 111 to Team Shaw's 79. Justin Herbert was big. Justin Jefferson, we just know what he's going to do all year. I'm pumped for that. And Etienne, what a RB pickup, and he is looking like he's going to be the man. I am so excited. I'm so pumped. Team Shaw's big scores were Calvin Ridley, Patrick Mahomes, and Saquon Barkley. Better luck next week, Shaw. You got a tough one against Dave. So, but we'll get to those standings later. CMC3PO Sean Johnson, the returning champ, 112 to Chris Riccio's 105. I love seeing games where both opponents go triple digits. Love that competition. Sean has Christian McCaffrey, still the GOAT running back of the league. Trevor Lawrence, 17 points, and we have Smith with 14, and Chris with Aaron Jones with 25 points. Strong performance. Stephon Diggs with 21, and Nick Chubb with 14. Good effort by both teams, with Sean out on top. All right, Greb's auto draft team. Ooh, sometimes it's rough when you tie your entire fantasy team to one actual NFL team. I think 4 of his starters were with the Bengals, and they got humbled this week. Lead scorer, that's going up against Dave in the replacements with 123 points. Greb with 8 points from Mixon, 8 points from McManus, and 7 points from Godwin. Not a great start to the week, but I guess as well, if the Bengals go 13-4 or something like that, you're gonna have a great fantasy season. It just didn't start off that way with them being humbled by the Browns. The replacements with Ayuk with 28 points, man. San Francisco is scary. Tua with 27 and Pollard with 21. Moving on to the clever names versus Kashyyyk let the Wookiee win. Clever names 95, Wookiee 61. Tough week for Wookiee. Pretty modest week for clever names, but he had the man, the best receiver in the league in fantasy after week 1. Tyreek Hill with 39 killer points. San Francisco's stout defense with 14, and Mostert with 12. And then Wookiee, just tough sledding. Derrick Henry against the Saints with 12 points. We got Sanders with 9 and Deebo Samuel with 8. Better luck next week, Mr. Joseph. Trenton Trout starting off 1-0. David Elton with 110, and Jonathan Peele with 88.96. Couldn't crack those triple digits this week. Trenton Trout with Austin Eckler, Elliott, and Chris Olave. Strong team right there. After the draft, I was looking at David's team specifically and being like, this is one of the better rosters in the league. And so far, that prediction is coming to fruition. 110-88. Peel had Deshaun Watson with 20. Bijan Robinson with 17, looking like he's going to have a killer year this year. And Mike Evans not slowing down. You would think with Brady leaving town that he would have a rough time with Baker Mayfield throwing to him, but no. Strong showing by Evans, just not strong enough for the sticky dildo. Green Bay Puppers rounds out the final matchup, beating Miles Long Chubb 93-82. God damn. Dallas defense, 35 points. I've been playing fantasy football for a long time, guys. I have never seen a defensive performance like that. They had pretty much every way defense can get a point. They got a point. Interceptions, fumble recoveries, touchdowns, block kicks. It was insane. Can Dallas hold that intensity all year? I don't know. Maybe we should bet at the end when it comes December and January, but we'll see if they can hold it through. But right now, Dallas D, 35 points. Woo! That's hot. Justin Fields with 14 points, and Stevenson with 11. Miles Long Chubb, victim to the Dallas defense with Amon St. Brown with 16. We got Robinson with 13 and Hopkins with 10 points. And those were the scores for week 1. And then looking at the standings, gents, Team Sony, we have CMC 3PO and the Golden Goats 1-0 with Greb's Auto Draft Team 0-1. Microsoft Division, we have Trenton Trout, the Clever Names, both 1-0, and Miles Long Chubb at 0-1. And then the last two divisions, we have kind of teams standing alone, standing proud with their chins held high. Green Bay Puppers 1-0, and then the Dildo and the Wookiees both 0-1. In PC Master Race Division, David standing solo, defiant, and then Shaw and Christopher Riccio both 0-1. Top 3 teams of the season so far. You have the replacements, you have Sean Johnson, and you have the Goats. Is it a coincidence that those are 3 either currently reigning or past champions? I don't think so. I think that's good coaching. I think that's fantasy dominance. You boys are going to have to step it up. And you can start stepping it up this week in week 2. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, we got some matchups. So we have Greb's Auto Draft Team versus the Golden Goats. Greb, I need you to pull off a repeat performance so I can go into a stress-free week, because I got to worry about them Saints. I got to worry about them New Orleans Saints playing a tough division game against the Carolina Panthers. I can't worry about fantasy this week. So I need Cincinnati to drop a deuce. All right? And that means 2 total points by all of your Bengals players. So I'm a little worried about Joe Burrow coming back with a redemption game, but we'll see how it goes. If that chip's on his shoulder, I could be sweating that one out. But I would like to keep my division strength going and go 2-0. CMC 3PO versus the Clever Names, 2 1-0 teams. They look about evenly matched on paper with the projections 102 to 100. Miles Long Chubb, Trenton Trout. Miles is looking like he has a considerable projected lead, 106 to 98 versus the Trenton Trout, but Miles coming off that rough loss, he definitely wants to make it back to 500 and start that climb. And Trenton Trout looking to continue his 1-week domination, and let's see if he can do it. Green Bay Puppers is versus Sticky Dildo. Peel needs to pick it up. You need to pick it up. All right. 111. Puppers, probably the strongest projected team in the league right now. I say probably. I'm looking around. Yeah, he has the highest projected points. So the computers, the sciences say that he's the strongest team to beat right now. And he's 1-0. So there is some credence to it. Sticky Dildo with 103. This could be a tight one. I'm seeing some pretty good matchups here. For some reason, the Dildo have Deshaun Watson and Derek Carr as their two potential lead scorers this week. Unfortunately, you can only pick one, so we'll see how that goes. Kashyyyk let the Wookiee win, projecting 101 versus the projected 105 for the Corellia Falcons. This could be a tight one as well, and we'll see how that turns out. And then my personal game of the week. We got the replacements versus Team Shaw, projected 102 to 105 respectively. We're talking about Tua going head to head with Mahomes. That is going to be a tight race. I can't wait to see this one play out. But gentlemen, this is going to be the quick rundown for this week. I am pumped for week 2. I hope you guys are pumped for week 2. Make your moves, set your lineups, pick up the waiver wires. I picked up Bourne, the receiver 1 on the Patriots. I don't know how that slid next to me. So you guys need to do your waivers better, because I got me a stud, I think. A bona fide stud. So we'll see how that goes. But gentlemen, that's it. Week 2 coming up. Let's hit it, and I'll check you later.